Hi everyone, I'm your lovely host Pikachu, and welcome back to Seipa Tears. And honestly, okay, cool, I can go back because I was like, it's been a while since I've played it, so I don't really remember what happened. So I'm gonna go. Okay. Like, can I look at? Is it just a store? I'm not like peeking on girls. Am I? That's what I'm wondering. I want to go in with them. I think it's an anime store. Last time I remember, right? I'm going in. That actually looks like something from an anime. I think I heard Lucas mention that game. Maybe they're lining up for pre-orders. I wander to the back of the store in search of whenever Ren and Lucas vanished to, I stumble upon bits and pieces of conversation. Speaking of pre-orders, I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey. It's pretty cool. But I probably won't record me playing it, unfortunately, because still figuring out the kinks of console, and also it's Nintendo, and Nintendo does things kind of different with YouTube, and I'm a little worried about using it because I'm like, I don't want to ever get copyrighted, so honestly, I guess I should probably try and play a little bit on Twitch sometimes every once in a while too, I guess. Because I know you can do live streams easier there with like certain things, like different games. Because like, I think there's still some games you can't do on Twitch, but like, YouTube can be pretty copyright heavy and I don't want to ever get in trouble with them, so I want to keep playing games on here fine and good to go and stuff. Pre-orders are going up next week. Here the TV station site has an exclusive pillow cover too. Huh. I even know a guy who can get it across the border for you. I'm out of here. I guess the cold breeze strikes my cheek. The hell? I look up and I find myself outside. I see Starbucks. They look so old, though. Is that really a Starbucks? Daydreams are a powerful thing. Okay, what now? Air cools my lungs with every breath, but it's refreshing in its own way. It isn't too late yet, but the sun is already starting to set. Refreshed, I decided to take the scenic route back to the mall entrance. Aw, she was pretty. It's too fast, though, for me to see, so did I just caught a glimpse of a UFO? Yeah, you did. Oh my god, it is a UFO. There's flowers and stuff. I'm getting Bigfoot. Oh no, sorry. It's just daydreaming, Lillian. Oh, hey, Mark. Strange to see you out on a Saturday shopping with Ren, I suppose. She blurts out a barrage of words. She's cute, though. Like, oh, look at her hair and glasses. So cute. I'm gonna regret asking this, but what were you thinking about just now? Nothing you need to worry about. She tries to glare angrily at me, but I can't quite say that it's working. I wouldn't happen to have much to do with that shopping bag on the bench next to you. Of course not. Anyway, I clicked the wrong button. Back. Lounging. Whoa. I think I misread that whole entire thing. It's not the weather for strolling either. You're as sharp as ever. Me sharp? I'm not like this around everyone. Or anyone. What? Is there something on my face? Well, no, it's just this. That sounded more coherent in my head. See, I'm only sharp around my slow-witted friends. I wouldn't go out of my way to slow-witted. So that's what she meant. Sorry, I didn't mean I laughed a resigned laugh. It's alright, don't worry about it. I know you weren't implying anything. You're right, sorry. You don't need to apologize. Sigh. Or, I'm kidding. Oh, that sounded gross. I'm not gonna do that again. It's futile. Anyway, let's go for a walk. Sure, I'm just about fully rested. Right. Let's go! It's me, Mark. I'm too cheesy, I quit. I look away unconsciously as my stomach flips itself over. Brr, I can't believe I sat there for so long. It's cold. Yeah, it is. Ren and I almost died this morning. What? It's nothing you need to worry about. I guess some stories are better left untold. Though that reminds me, my head seems to have stopped hurting. We can go inside if you want. I'm sure they'll be able to find us. No, it's alright. Besides, it's a nice day, don't you think? Yeah, I guess it is. Fidget with whatever I can find in my pocket. Use a fidget spinner. Or a fidget cube. Fidget cube's more fun, to be honest. But, how are things going with the library committee? We haven't had anything much to do for a while. Things are winding down for the holidays. And I suppose you have no need to worry about midterms. Well, I usually spend about an hour a day studying, so there's no need to worry about tests. Schoolwork is easy once you study regularly. Know what she's gonna say before she even says it. Shouldn't you be worrying about your tests, Mark? I'll get through it somehow. Wait, let me explain. You see, some people are born hardworking and others aren't. I happen to fall into the latter category. That's your explanation? She shouts and hits me on the head. Just imagining her, like, punching me on the head really hard and be like, baka. Literally. You know, if you don't work hard now, you'll never be able to get into a good university. And if you don't do that, you'll never get a good job. Then you'll never make good money. Doesn't this bother you even a little? Well, I guess you could say that it bothers me a little. It really doesn't bother me at all. She just sighs again. You're doing badly enough as is. What would happen if I weren't here to keep you on your toes like this? I'd probably be sleeping on the roof at a school and playing video games at home, actually. Yeah, that sounds about the life. I mean, I'm just playing games too, so. You'd probably sneak onto the roof at school to nap your classes away and waste your time at home on games. That's what you'd be doing. Okay, you got me. Good. Honestly, you'd be helpless without me. Then I suppose it's a good thing that I have you around. Silence. The crowd, the traffic, the constant droning of nature all disappear. You're right, it really is a good thing. But if you seriously want to repay me, all you have to do is take care of yourself. Right. I take in a sharp breath of cold air, just what I need to cool my cheeks. You should come over. And I clicked and it didn't go. Dang it. Anytime this week is fine. You can come over and I'll help you review. Sure. That would help. That's fine with you, right? Yeah. My voice vanishes in a puff of condension as the sun strikes my eyes. And... oh, she looks so sad and lonely. Does she need a hug? Hang on. I shouldn't lie to you. I'm not only asking you over to study. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out. It's just like it was with Mira. Constraining, suffocating, dizzying. There's something I need to tell you. You don't mind, right? No, I mean... or maybe I shouldn't. I'll make things more complicated, and it's okay. I'll listen. I squint in the sunset. I hear her silently. Are you sure? Won't this be a burden on you? Did I miss something? Because I feel like it all of a sudden went to this and I like didn't pay attention very closely and I was just reading stuff. Am I making the right choice? Are you sure you're ready to face your past? But in the end, it's probably just the sound of my own monologue. Thank you, Mark. Her words turn into condension before I can hear them. Think I might really need your help. I'll protect you no matter what. That line crosses my mind, but of course I can never bring myself to say it. I'll do what I can to help. As if there was all nothing more than a daydream, she steps toward me and the world starts spinning again. Still not sure what I'll do, but I appreciate if you'd come over. Even if it's only as a favor. Don't worry about it. Besides, I always owe you favors, don't I? She gonna kiss me? Mark. I'm mentally whine about the weather as my feet kick at the frozen dirt. Nothing happened, nothing at all. I talked to a friend about schoolwork and she invited me over to study and... thump. Ugh. Why? Why her? Why not her? Erg. Ouch. Bruise materializes on one of my knuckles after I punch the bench, unsurprisingly. Screw it. This is a waste of time. I try to push myself off the bench, but... leaving already? That voice. I should be surprised, but somehow feels like the most natural thing in the world. It's a pretty ghost girl. Mira, what are you doing here? I could ask the same of you, but I won't, so let's drop the subject. Her smile is a few times more soothing than a punch to the bench. Actually, now that she's here, maybe I can get some information out of her. You know, Mira, I forgot to, it's a nice evening, don't you think? The weather again. I guess I can't deny that. I'm glad you agree. Shall we go for a walk? Well played, Mira. You're good at changing the subject. But you're not teleporting out of here this time. Am I supposed to click on something? I'm gonna click here. Just kidding. I was like, long seconds, huh? So, have you read any good books lately? Yes, I've read tons of manga. I'm just kidding. I wonder why she didn't seem this cheerful when we first met. Sorry to change the subject, but are we lost? We ended up wandering around the park after we left, but the trees seemed to have closed in around us. Now that you mention it, you gotta be kidding me. So, have you read any good books lately? Yes, I've read Vampire Night, Kama-sama Kiss. I actually read some regular books sometimes. I like to read Hush Hush. I like to Kiss by an Angel. You've got to be kidding me. Kidding? You mean you didn't like anything that came out last month? She can't be that dense, can she? I'm not really into modern literature. My character. I'm gonna slap him. I'm just kidding. So you prefer the classics then? She beams at me innocently. I almost let out a sigh. No, I mean, I'm not into reading in general. No, I thought it was a different sentence. Sorry. What about movies? Movies work too. Well, let's see, there was that horror movie with the zombies? What was it called again? There's tons of horror movies with zombies. Is it World War Z? Because that was one of the ones that came out a few years ago in the 2000s. That's not very specific. And then there's a funny one that's like called Zombieland, I think. And I don't know. Is there any other zombie? There's tons of zombie movies. Oh, I saw the one with the Spartans. That was really cool. Jesus, this guy's so vague. She lifts her foot as if to kick me into an abyss. Well, if you're ever bored, you can borrow books or a few movies from me anytime. My father pretty much has an entire library in our basement. Oh, that's right. So you're interested. More importantly, your father. You're interested in my father? No, not that. I mean, your father, who is he? She looks a little uncomfortable. Well, I suppose I'm partly to blame for that. Are you stalking me, Mark? Hot meat kettle. Okay, wait, let me start over. What I'm getting at is, what's your family like? Is that really the kind of question you need to think about? Or what kind of house do you live in? Where do you live, for that matter? Do you have any siblings? What school do you go to? Mark, why do you want to know all of this? This time I sigh audibly. Okay, time for plan B. The plan B plan. I'm kidding now. Well then, let me just tell you outright. I have virtually no idea who you are, and yet you seem to know me pretty well. Isn't that odd? I guess. Then let me put it this way. I figured that in order for us to continue seeing each other and for me to help you, I should try and get to know you better. It would make it easier for you to find what you're searching for us to regain our lost time is what I was thinking, but... Oh, I see, sorry, it's just that I was warned by my parents to be wary of strangers. Strangers. If we're strangers, then how did you know my name before we met? Jackpot. I wonder. Or not. That'll be my little secret. One of many. By the way, you live with your sister, right? Run? Yeah, I've been taking care of her because our parents spend a lot of time at work, although sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you spend a lot of time at work? You know what I mean. I'm kidding. And hey, it must be nice to have such a caring sibling. I smirk as I remember the plethora of threats and special attacks she comes up with over the years. It's not as nice as you would think. Sure, she can cook and do household chores, but when you have to explain to your teacher why your sister showed up in class yelling, "Look, Oni-chan, my friend taught me how to do the God finger." That does sound pretty embarrassing. It can be quite the hassle. Is it like the 1,000 years of death apparently that Kakashi can do? I'm getting Mirror chuckles at my misery. Well, I guess it's pretty funny in retrospect. Still, she cares about you. You should be happy. That smile is almost enough to make me forget my original mission. Almost. Why do you say that? Are you an only child, Mira? Sort of, I guess. Do you know what a yes-no question is? Well, it's a complicated situation. Ah, I see. How so? I wonder when she'll realize that I'm more patient than her. Well, you see, my family isn't quite an ordinary family. We're different. Not so different that we're not ordinary, you know? No, I don't. To put it simply, it's like walking home from school and having to decide between going to your small 2-bedroom apartment where your parents treat you kindly or your uncle's mansion filled with books and electronics and everything else except that you'd be all by yourself. She's spoiled. I would go with the books and electronics though. But if your parents are nice too, I'd probably go home eventually. But like at first, I'll be like, uncle's place, then back home. Kind of like that, except different because I don't really have an uncle and my parents don't live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Wait, what? So, what? That's what you call putting it simply? So basically, I try to summarize her story so far and realize that I haven't learned a single thing other than we're to go for free books. Confused, don't worry, a lot of people have trouble understanding me at first. I wonder whose fault that is. There's no rush though, we've got our whole lives ahead of us. She teases a smile out of me, I admit defeat. But if I ever want to talk to you, what should I do? I mean, walking all the way to school at night is kind of impractical. Do you have a cell phone or anything? Don't worry about it, contacting you will be my job, it's what I do best. Stalking me is what you do best. Don't make it sound like a crime. I won't even bother. But really, is there anything that you want from me? She's like, I want your... I'm kidding, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Our eyes meet and I see something. I see a spark and we're gonna battle to the death. I'm kidding. Completely joking. I was mistaken the other night. This girl isn't angelic or ghostly at all. She's very, very human. I don't want anything specific from you or anything tangible. I'm just happy that we can finally be together. But is there anything that you wish for? Maybe. She bites her tongue, pondering as if choosing the course of her life. All I really want is for things to stay the way they are. I'm happy. If that's the case, I'll do my best to help you fulfill your wish, I promise. Thank you. It was nice talking to you, Mark. It was a pleasure indeed. Mind giving me a little warning before you show up next time? Just leave it to me. Ring ring. Sorry, this might be important. I reach into my pocket and look down at the display. Squirrel darts up a tree in the corner of my eye. It's from Ren, they're probably wondering where I am. Hey, Mira. Mira? Know what to expect before I look up. In that case, you better keep your promise. Find me, okay? You better find me. I make my declaration to a backdrop of snow-covered trees. The twilight sky slowly fades. It's gotten really late, really fast. I'm walking toward the subway station where I agree to meet up with Ren and Lucas. But everything keeps looping through my mind. Mira. I don't trust her. I can't. And I shouldn't. But considering how things turned out, I should be happy. I still don't know where she's from or how she knows me. Or, well, I really don't know anything. I don't know anything, but she's less of a mystery. Maybe meeting her wasn't such a bad coincidence after all. Maybe. Oh, I probably should click again. Day 3, Coco, or Coca. Oh man, these days go by faster than in that other game I played, Everlasting Summer. The sky is red, too red, but it's not blood red, not what you expect from a horror movie. It's deeper, duller, emptier. The air is thick like walking through water. A slim figure stands before me, obscured by the sea of light. She stands silently, speaking is not her specialty. She only watches. But she's very, very good at it. It kills me. The world is still the future predetermined. No matter how many times you watch a movie, the end stays the same. Her mouth moves. She doesn't speak, but I don't know what she's saying. I begin to fall. But I'm glad. At least this means I can escape. Stop. With an excruciating gasp of icy breath, I open my eyes. Ugh. I roll to the other side of the bed and check the time. I still have half an hour before I normally get up for school. Huh? Just a daydream. Oni-chan, I'm going on ahead. The morning passes me by. I've got to meet with Lucas to talk about something important. Don't forget your stuff for the project. And with that, she shuts the door and scampers off. Project. Crap. I did have a project to work on today, didn't I? Oh well, it's just Luca. He won't care. Refreshed from the chill of the winter air, I stroll into school feeling oddly carefree. There's no use in worrying after all. And there's Lillian. Suddenly Mira drops down the priority list of things to think about. Alright. Just stay calm, composed. Hey Lillian. My words echo awkwardly in the empty halfway. Off to a good start. Oh hey, you're here early today. Ren is still at home, I suppose? No, she went on ahead. I think she had to discuss something with Luca. You didn't see either of them this morning? No, not at all. Luca is usually early too. They're planning something. They're definitely planning something. Well, I suppose it's their business. And I can tell when Ren is doing something I'd rather not know about. That's pretty much every day, isn't it? Anyway, they might be gone for most of the day. Guess we don't have much else to do. Oh. I guess you're right. And this is why two introverts make a bad combination. What are you reading? Oh, it's a sci-fi story about clones that don't know that they're clones. That actually sounds pretty cool, and I think I might have read something like that before. Maybe? I don't know. Then they find out that they're clones and get all angsty and oh, frick, I can't say that word. Existential, I don't know. I guess they're like, they want to be real, want to exist. They want to break freedom and not be like the rest. And I feel like I was making a poem there for a second there. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I'm kidding. That's a fantastic description. Thank you. But well, doesn't that describe every sci-fi novel, plus some vague dystopian metaphors, I guess? You're sort of right, but the story is wrapped up in a love triangle, and so it's a romance novel. Never thought you were the type. Well, it's... What do you mean by that? You know, you never really asked me what I read, so you shouldn't be so surprised. I know, I'm sorry. More importantly, you're enjoying the book. Yeah, I am. It's bittersweet, but I think there's something admirable about the heroine's courage. She's willing to face pain for a chance at happiness. Sounds like the kind of thing a fictional character would do. Well said. Didn't get to finish the chapter. Oh, you're talking about fictional characters doing that? Because I've worked hard for my happiness. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if I wanted to get into my life story, I could, but I'm not going to right now. But anywho. It's alright, I can do it later. You see you at lunch then. That sentence even makes sense, right? Because then again, I probably got the inspiration from fictional characters. Something rises in my throat and chokes away any words that could have followed. As you can judge for yourself from this chapter, the monetary policy that was in place during another day, another dull history lecture. Boy, let's look outside. It's because of this mentality that I never get anywhere in school. It's a bright day, but also a normal day. That won't do me much good. Say, is that Lucas? Or Luca? I don't know, the S is throwing me off so badly. And it sounds weird saying, like, Luca feels right. Saying Lucas sounds wrong. I see a figure lying on the snow taking some sort of wide-angle photo of the field behind the school. The figure also happens to be wearing Luca's jacket, hence deduction. Huh? This is more unusual than it seems. See, Luca isn't a photographer, he's anything but a photographer. The thought of him going out of his way to create art that can't wear twin tails is absurd. Then again, he's a pretty absurd person. Later that decade, technology advancements allowed. Guess I better try to pay attention. Or try not to. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, he does want to pay attention to this. Boring history, economics, money, spending money, presents, holiday season. Oh crap, I haven't bought a single Christmas present yet, have I? I haven't either, but guess what? It's still October, so I'm good. That's too early anyways. I don't like to think about Christmas until, like, after Thanksgiving. So I feel like we should all celebrate the holidays in order, you know? Not just be hyped up for one specific one. Too bad we don't ever get the school off for Halloween. That'd be so cool if that's how life worked, but oh well. She's not picky, so anything should be fine, but I want something more than just fine. Sigh, this is dumb. Lunchtime arrives after a short but painfully dull class. But something is odd. I took to my left, nothing. I took to the right, nothing. I took in front of me, still nothing. Where is everyone? Could Ren and Luca possibly be planning something that occupies even their lunch break? Well, peace and quiet isn't bad, the only downside that it'll just be me and... Oh, right. Where are the others? Good question. Well, that's odd, isn't it? Talking about Ren and Luca, of course it's odd. So I guess he never figured out what they were planning. Well, I can't quite say that I figured it out, but I made an interesting observation this morning. Observation? It wasn't as much of an observation as it was a random coincidence. You see, I was looking out the window during class. Anyway, I was looking out the window and I saw something interesting. So what happened next? Did you go outside? No, but I kept looking and there was this strange guy lying on the ground taking pictures. Why do I get the feeling you're trying to find an excuse for not paying attention during class? Not lying, really. I should write that one down. I can't say that I know where you're going with this. Well, I think the guy was Luca. Why? Because he was wearing Luca's jacket. I'm slightly worried about the answer to this question, but could you not have jumped to the point 3 minutes ago? Oh, here's an idea. Why don't we go look around? We must have been taking a picture or something, right? Normally I would say no, but it isn't like him to skip school. I'll come along. Alright then. So the Winter Wonderland at the back of the school. Wait, we're going outside? Can't we just look from upstairs? Forget windows. Let's go see the real thing. Wait for me. I grab onto Lillian's arm without thinking and pull her toward the staircase leading outside. It occurs only to me for a moment that neither of us have our jackets. Way to go, Sherlock. Mark, it's freezing. How far was he? He was right here, but the hills are partially blocking my view, so we'll have to go a bit further to be sure. Didn't you say you were curious? As she falls silent, I guess I was right. Just a bit more. Over one last hill. A few more paces. Ha! We made it! After a perilous trek through the dark side of the school, which took a total of 2 minutes, we arrive at a peculiar sight. It's a snowman. You sound surprised. No, not really. I just thought there'd be something more. Knowing them, you'd expect some sort of hidden joke or ulterior motive. If there is one, maybe. It's kind of cute. Lily wraps her arms around the humanoid lump of snow. Weren't you freezing a moment ago? But it's so cute! Come on, just look at its puffy body and cartoony eyes. It doesn't matter if it's made of snow. Hey, he's more than twice your height. I don't think that's a fair comparison. So, doesn't it make you all warm and fuzzy? You look good together. I'm happy for you. I get the feeling I shouldn't ask what you're thinking right now. No worries, I won't get in the way. Oh, you just don't understand what it means to like cute things. Maybe I would if I saw anything cute in a pile of snow shaped vaguely like a human being. Killjoy. I think her hands are cold. I'm okay, I think I'm back now. Thank God, I thought you were gone for good. Ouch. So, you think the guy was Luca? Pretty sure I'll ask him, but there aren't many people who do strange things for no apparent reason. And you think he was with Ren, right? I doubt he'd do it by himself, and he's not the type to have a mysterious girlfriend. Mysterious girlfriend, Anyway, I think it's safe to say that the two of them are desperately trying to dry their socks right about now. You're probably right. We should have backed too before someone gets sick. Would that someone be the one who went on a snowman hugging spree? It was only one. That's barely a spree. So it was an isolated incident of a snowman hugging, duly noted. Alright, what now? It's called lunch break for a reason, you know. We could eat lunch, but where's the fun in that? There's not much fun in eating, I suppose. Exactly. Why don't we take a walk around the school? Maybe something exciting will happen. And video right here because that's exciting, right? I'm kidding, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little vid. I'll try and upload more as soon as I can. I've been really busy. Like, I know that there's been a big gap between my videos and stuff. So, hope you guys just enjoyed this, and I'll play another game sometime soon, hopefully, and get some more videos out. And hey, if there's like any game you would like to see me play, I normally play a lot of games on Steam on my computer because I really like. I know there's other places where you can find games, but a lot of games on Steam are really cool and I like them. So, if there's any games you guys want to see me play, just tell me and I'll play them. Alright, bye.